I wonder. Mr. G answers a question. Hi there, guys. Here I am trying to answer some of these questions. Now, a lot of the questions I got from a lot of students are things about the actual COVID-19 crisis, like when is this going to be over? How long is this going to be? When is school going to open again? Things like that. Those are questions that I do not have the answer to. I do know that it's probably going to be at least another 3 to 4 weeks, is kind of what the education minister has said. The province is hopeful that schools in BC might reopen before the end of June, but they're not entirely sure. So those are questions that I don't have the answer to. There were some questions around like, why do I have to stay at home? And that's kind of important to know, is that this virus, the more science that they are learning about it, is that is very contagious, and that a lot of the people who are contagious don't have any signs or symptoms that could kind of like know that, hey, they're sick, we can stay away from them. And so that's why it's important that we limit how many different people we interact with every day, and the best way to do that is to kind of stay and stay at home and stay with just the people you live with. But one of the most important questions that I got from a number of students was, is it normal to be feeling lonely and sad and anxious during this time? Is it normal to be feeling a little uneasy or sick to my stomach about this? Was some of the questions. And that is really a great question, because it is absolutely normal to be feeling uncertain and anxious and lonely in this time. I think if anyone's honest with themselves, like, nobody is certain about what is going on and how long this is going to be and how long this is going to happen. So that causes a little bit of anxiety in all of us, even if we're feeling really good about what's going on at home and all those other things. And so that loneliness is a real thing too, because even though we might be able to phone people or connect to people virtually, people aren't meant to live alone. Our survival as a human race has required caring communities and connection with others. We wouldn't have survived without that. So we're designed in a way like we need connection. And people have actually been shown to have health issues or to not live as long when they are lonely and when they don't have as much human connection. And so in order for optimal mental health, we need caring connections with other people. And there's a chemical, a hormone that we've learned about in our bodies, oxytocin. And if you don't know what oxytocin is, it's time for an extremely low budget animation. Oxytocin, a chemical in our body. It makes us feel good. It makes us be nurturing and kind and caring. And basically, a way to think about this is, if Cupid's arrows were real, it would be doused in this stuff. It has a cute nickname, the cuddle hormone. And it makes us seek human connection, and it lowers our stress levels, and it even lowers our blood pressure. It's basically the hormone antidote to stress and loneliness. Okay, so now that we know that oxytocin is important, and that, yes, loneliness is completely normal right now in this time, and it could lead to us feeling pretty crummy in general, there are lots of things that we can do for ourselves to help us with that loneliness. Certainly, connecting with others, calling, chatting, video chatting, whatever we can do, even writing a letter. I know it's kind of an old way, but writing a letter or an email, and those kinds of things can really help us to feel connected. Try and be more connected and closer to those who are in your house that you are staying with. That can really help. Giving high fives, hugs, human contact helps increase those oxytocin levels. Laughter and smiling really does help. That's part of why I try to make these videos a little bit fun and entertaining and a little bit silly. Even though someone told me it reminds them of a show that used to be around that had a certain canine friend. Hey, hey, you're gonna get us in trouble with copyright infringements. Get out of here. Go. Anyway, so yeah, I try to make these videos a serious talk about mental health, but also I want you guys to have a laugh, and I want you guys to smile, and I want to increase that oxytocin. So here's a virtual high five and a virtual hug from Mr. G, and know that I care about you guys, and I hope to see you next time. I hope that answers your questions. I hope we're all feeling better, and I can't wait to celebrate with you guys when this is over too. See you later.